What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we'll be talking about every single LTM that was added in the V15.50 update of Fortnite, such as Classic Loot, Bodyguard, Fluoride Disarmed, and many more. We will also be mentioning some information regarding these LTMs that nobody on Twitter or YouTube has talked about yet, so you're going to want to stick through to the end. And with that said, let's just start talking about the first one being Fluoride. So Fluoride is one of the LTMs that doesn't really have that many gimmicks to it, which means that it won't have that big of a slot in today's video. Simply put, Fluoride is an LTM where as long as you're on the ground, you'll gain health and shields. However, if you're standing on buildings or your own builds, you'll stop gaining that health and shield drip that the game drips down on you when standing on the ground. So basically, when this LTM comes out, think about it as the floor being a giant healing pad. Next up, let's talk about the new Floor's Lava variant called Floor's Lava Disarmed. Avoid the dangerous lava. Once it starts rising, get to the high ground. Take your best shot by throwing what you find, and who put a fish in these supply drops? Basically, Floor's Lava Disarmed is going to be the Gref variant of Floor's Lava where you don't have weapons at all. You'll have like the harpoon gun and stuff, but you won't have any of the actual weapons you can shoot with. But overall, it's just Gref's variant of Floor's Lava becoming its own LTM. Now it's time to start talking about LTMs that we have a lot of information about, and let's start it off with the Bodyguard LTM. So when talking about this LTM, basically there will be a whole squad or maybe even a team rumble match where one of your teammates will be a VIP and everyone else in that team is the bodyguard. VIPs are only given a pistol and cannot grab any other loot, and that pistol can be either a hand cannon or a revolver, both in the legendary rarity, and you have to guard your VIP because they're marked on everyone's map. Now, while protecting your VIP, you also have to try targeting enemy VIPs, because eliminating an enemy team's VIP takes out their entire team. However, there is a catch to this. When a VIP is downed, they are immune to weapon damage, and there's a special item in this game mode called the Revive Grenade. The Revive Grenade will instantly revive downed players in the impact radius and fully restore their health, and it has the rarity of Legendary. Now, something very interesting to mention is that the design of this grenade is kind of like that of the Portaforts. Now, protecting the VIP has been a challenge that Fortnite YouTubers have done all the way back to like 3 years ago with content creators like Basically I Do Work, so it's very interesting to see an actual like VIP Bodyguard LTM existing. However, they make it so you can actually have these catches without accidentally doing something like picking up an assault rifle, or having to deal with someone who may have a shotgun when you only have a pistol. Now, before we get into our next topic, I wanted to quickly remind you guys that my GFuel code FIRE, is 30% off as long as I'm in the GFuel March Madness program. So if you would like to extend how long I'm in the program and how long I get 30% off of my code, consider using it to purchase like a starter kit or some GFuel in general. With that said, however, it's time to talk about the Classic Loot LTM, which this one I put like an hour into of just researching the entire loot pool to figure out exactly what will be in this LTM. In this LTM, the description really just states that old school loot meets the new island features, and since it's a Classic Loot LTM, how classic is it actually? Well, I decided to go in the files and accurately just go through every single line and figure out what loot was in this game mode. So on screen now is just the weapons part of it. We have the pump shotgun, uncommon through legendary, the tactical shotgun, common through rare, the pistol, common through legendary, the hand cannon, epic and legendary, revolver, common through legendary, suppressed submachine gun, common through rare, the tactical submachine gun, uncommon through legendary, the minigun in the epic and legendary rarity, the assault rifle from common to legendary, the burst assault rifle from common to legendary, the scoped assault rifle in rare and epic, the bolt action sniper rifle in rare through legendary, the semi-auto sniper rifle from epic to legendary, the rocket launcher from rare to legendary, and finally, the grenade launcher from rare to legendary. Now, this is very interesting because this reminds me very much of like the Chapter 1 Season 3 loot pool. Regarding the items we'll see in the LTM, we will see grenades, smoke grenades, boogie bombs, bushes, bandages, rusty can, medkit, chug jugs, small shield, shield potions, impulse grenades, aka the ones that do damage, not the ones that basically give you infinite like fall resistance, and the slurp juice. So this is definitely an interesting loot pool, and I haven't really seen smoke grenades back in the normal gameplay pool in a while. I know that they were in some of the LTMs, but not really in there in a way where it's it's like with actual weapons in the actual loot pool without like a gimmick like floor is lava. Now for the traps, we only have 3 traps: the damage trap, also known as the spike trap, campfires, and the launch pad. So a very small amount of traps, but we do get to see the spike trap for the first time in quite some time. Now, some miscellaneous information is that only small fries, floppers, slurpfish, jellyfish, shieldfish, and rusty cans can be fished up because for whatever reason, Epic Games decided to not include things such as the rift fish and the thermal fish. Now, saves of money, also known as bars, will still show up, and sharks will still show up at Coral Castle, with the last real change being that forged items such as coconuts, peppers, slurp mushrooms, etc. can still be found around the map. So the only real difference regarding the loot pool would be the actual fish that you can fish up, but also the actual weapons and items and traps that you can use, with a lot of the new island features still sticking around. Now, it is uncertain as of right now if we will be seeing NPCs where you can like upgrade weapons and stuff in this LTM, but it is a possibility. We obviously have to wait and see as it gets closer to time, but this already took me a very long time to research, so if you could, consider subscribing with post notifications enabled to never miss leaks and never miss some exclusive leaks such as that. But with that said, it's time to talk about the final LTM that we have to talk about in today's video regarding new LTMs added in V15.50, and that is the Heavy Metal LTM. The Heavy Metal LTM is actually an older LTM returning from Chapter 1 Season 9 during the 14 Days of Summer event, but with V15.50 has officially been updated and is set to return in any given day. So simply put, Heavy Metal is an LTM where only heavy weapons spawn, you can harvest more metal than usual, and you just gotta stay ahead of the aggressive storm. Now, during the 14 Days of Summer event back in Chapter 1 Season 9, there was only a solo variant of this LTM. However, there is now a duos and squad variant in the game files, so maybe we'll see like duos or squads for the first time ever of this LTM. However, as of right now, the only one with an actual image is the solos version because it still has the 14 Days of Summer image. With that said, however, today's comment question of the day is going to be a little bit simpler than normal. Which one of these LTMs are you the most excited for? Personally, I'm the most excited for the Floor is Lava Disarmed LTM just because I had the most fun in a while this season, at least, in that LTM. But let me know what you think down below, and here on screen is yesterday or the day before's comment question of the day. With that said, however, my name is FireMonkey. If you enjoyed today's video, consider dropping a like on it and of course subscribing. I hope this video was informative and it helped you learn something new, and I will see you champs and champettes next time. Thanks for watching, and I am out. Peace.